Every morning when you open the chart, your heart beats a little faster. You hope that today's trade will change your life. But as soon as you face a loss, your mind asks itself, will I not be able to do it? If you have ever felt this, then this video is for you. It is not as difficult to earn profit in the market as it is to control yourself. Trading in the Zone is not just a book, it is a mirror that shows you your biggest weakness: fear, overconfidence, doubt, and illusion of control. And this book contains 4 such mental rules that can change the mindset of every trader who does not stop, even after losing again and again. But listen to one thing carefully. Every rule is the key to the next rule. It is a chain. If even one chain breaks, the whole mindset will go backwards again. So don't skip this video, because these 4 rules are not just for the market. These are the rules of focus, discipline, and growth in life. So let's move on to the first rule. Rule number 1 says, anything is possible. If you truly commit to these 4 words, then you will step into a world where there is no fear. There is only discipline. Think about it. You saw your setup. Analysis, RSI, Fibonacci, trend lines, everything is perfect. And yet, the market went in the opposite direction. You get nervous, you get angry. Where did you make a mistake? But wait, maybe you didn't make a mistake anywhere. Mark Douglas says, you did a good trade and still lost. It doesn't mean you did something wrong. The market will not reward you every time, because the market is not a human being. There is no system. There is no logic. It is a crowd in which thousands of people are taking every second decision with their feelings, fear, greed, hope, and madness. And when such a large crowd is betting at the same place, then anything can happen. Now understand the real thing. If you don't believe that anything can happen, then you will always think that you know what the next move will be. And when you think, this is obvious, this will definitely go down, then the market slaps you in the face. Because you were thinking in prediction, and the market was running in probability. Mark Douglas has clearly written, the best traders don't try to be right. They focus on being consistent. It doesn't mean that your job is to turn out right every time. Your job is to trade with rules every time. And the first step for this is, assume that there is no trade outcome, just a possibility. You are catching a trend, not a future. With this thought, you will be free from fear, overconfidence, and revenge trading, because you have already removed the poison from your mind that you know what will happen next. Now, you will trade like a pro. And now, when you have accepted that anything can happen, then the next question is, how to keep the mind calm amidst this uncertainty. How to click the button with confidence when nothing is decided. This is what rule number 2 will teach you. Think in probabilities. Think in probabilities. Don't believe in predictions. Rule number 2 says, think in probabilities. Don't believe in predictions. Now, when you have accepted that anything can happen, then the next question is, what to do now? How to think? How to trade? Mark Douglas says, you don't need to know what's going to happen next to make money in the market. It sounds weird. You should not know what will happen next. Will you still make money? Yes, because money is made in the market by probability, not by certainty. When you trade with this in mind every time, this time it will definitely go down, so you are thinking like a gambler. But when you say, there is a 60% chance that it will go down in this setup, and if it doesn't, my SL will save me. So you are thinking like a professional trader. This is called Mark Douglas. Thinking in probabilities. It doesn't mean that you should trade in fear. It means that you should consider every trade as a part of a long-term game. Professional traders know that every trade is a bet, not a complete game. They are also ready to lose because they know that some will lose, some will win. But if the system is right, then money will be made. And the real benefit of this thinking is that you get rid of your emotions. Now, no trade will break you and no profit will blow you away. You will become a trader who is not connected to the results, but only to the process. And this is the zone from where money is made continuously. But this is only possible when you accept that every trade is a unique event. And in rule number 3, we will understand why two completely similar setups do not give the same result, and why accepting every trade as new is your biggest strength. Rule number 3 says that every trade is a unique event. This line is small to hear, but if you really understand it, then you will get out of that emotional trap that causes loss in trading. Now think about it. You took a trade 2 weeks ago. Same pattern, same levels, same indicator, signal, and profit. Now you saw the same pattern again. You took a trade again, but this time the sell hit. You were surprised. How did this happen? It was the same setup, but the market was not there. Mark Douglas says, no two moments in the market are ever exactly the same. That is, even if two candles look the same, the context behind them is never the same. That is why a professional trader approaches the market as a new event every time. He does not remember the old profit or old loss and take the next trade, because he knows that if he starts thinking like last time, then he will not be able to see what is different this time. Mark Douglas clearly says, expecting the same outcome from a pattern creates rigid thinking, and rigid thinking has no place in the market. Trading is a dynamic reality. What is happening every time is happening for the first time, and this mindset prepares you for every situation. Because when you consider every trade to be unique, you look at it with an open mind, not with overconfidence. And when you look at it with an open mind, that is when you make the right decision. This is the level where you do not fight the market, you just read it. And now, when you have accepted that every trade is unique, the next question arises, is my mind always ready to look at it like this? Because if your mind is trapped in old memories, fear, greed, or expectations, then you will not be able to see the present. Rule number 4 will remove this poison. Reprogram your mind, or it will repeat you. Rule number 4 says, reprogram your mind, or it will repeat you. Have you ever done this? Have you ever tried to repeat a trade that has already given you profit? Or, when there was a loss, did the same trade come again? Did you stop because of fear? This is all a recording of the mind. The mind holds on to the old feeling, whether it is of profit or pain. And the next time, it makes you react according to that same feeling. Mark Douglas says, your mind is not built to trade, it's built to protect you. When you lose, the mind says, don't do it next time. And when you win, the mind says, do it again and again. But both these thoughts are proven wrong in the market, because the market is always new. And until you reprogram your mind, it will push you into the old reaction. Think about it. If your mind is looking at every trade either with fear or greed, how will you be able to make the right decision? Mark Douglas says, you must train yourself to think from the market's perspective, meaning you have to bring yourself to this level where there is no fear, no more than necessary trust, just a calm, objective perspective. And this will not happen just by thinking once. It will happen by reprogramming the mind again and again. Meaning, every time an old feeling comes, you recognize it, stop it, and come back to the present. Only then will you be able to become that trader who is not connected to the result, but only to his process. And when the mind calms down at this level, then you don't become a trader. You become a mechanical artist.